Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Big hold of the 30. He completes it to Julio Jones. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 84 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
lining up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Oh, my God.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Let's go.
Youngway Koo.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receiver.
48-yard. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Kicker, yeah. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
To Chris Carson.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And a loose football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes, left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Jamal Adams.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That third down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 11-yard line.
The left side completion to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Jones. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Smith trying to run for it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Ryan's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Allen Bailey showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up
that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down. It's Carson, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Ryan will throw again. That's caught at the 3.
Ryan's pass.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
28, Seahawks, 14.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. To throw again. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good.
A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down now. It's Carson. Spins, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30. 10.
Give me some.
Touchdown, Falcons.
The ball carrier.
Todd Gurley,
Atlanta.
77 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run again with Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 45.
On 3rd down, Wilson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing again here. Wilson forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Benson Mayoa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Number 81.
Hayden Hurst, 58 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Seahawks 34. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Seahawks 30.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking,
he's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 97 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
no, we're not cheering, no, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they run with Gurley. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 36 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So that defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Tyler Lockett, incomplete. AJ.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And no, it's incomplete. So that hits the ground with only 4 seconds remaining. And this should be the last play. One more shot. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Seahawks 54.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.